how can I improve myself mentally, emotionally, and physically? I deal with so much anxiety and I really want to break this cycle. This level of self-awareness is going to take intention. It's going to take you being assertive and aggressive about it, which might mean you need to put your coin where your mouth is. You can't just do it one time. You have to keep knocking. You have to keep seeking. You have to keep asking.
This is an Iwegbu production.
Period. So I actually do not have a title for this aha moment because this aha moment is actually from a question. And I thought that this deserved its own segment because one, I feel like so many people struggle with what I'm about to talk about. So the question is, how can I improve myself mentally, emotionally, and physically? I deal with so much anxiety and I really want to break this cycle. And I thought this was so good because I have overcome anxiety, right? But I dealt with it for so many years. Yeah. And it is something that is talked about so much, especially in this generation. Almost everyone is anxious, right? And I think that obviously there's a plethora of reasons that we can go down, which I'll talk about a little bit of it. But I thought that this was so important because I feel like a lot of us desire to do what God has called us to do, to elevate to the next level, to get what God has shown us that we could receive, that the marriage we could have, right? The community we could have, the money we could have, the freedom that we could have. But because of anxiety and things like fear and things like self-sabotaging, it creates a cycle of desire, wanting something back to complacency, because we're so anxious and we're so overwhelmed about the possibilities of something could happen wrong, or anxiety creates so many scenarios that are just simply not real. And so I wanted to give you 5 things that I believe that will help you out in all of these areas, because the question that this young lady asked is, how can I get out? How can I just improve myself mentally, emotionally, and physically? Which is such a practical question, but it's like what many of us want. So number one, first and foremost, I said these cycles typically surround 3 things, which is fear, complacency, and self-sabotage, right? We simply fear even the things that it takes to become the person that we need to become to break the cycle. There's fear connected with what people are going to think. Is this relationship got all the fear that the enemy will try to cause you to be worried about, right? Complacency, it ain't that bad, right? You begin to say that to yourself, like, I mean, I got a little job, I get my little money, I go to the bar on the weekend, I got my little boo, right? You begin to get comfortable and think that, you know what, this ain't that bad. But how many know that God will give exceedingly and abundantly above all you can ask or think? So if I can think of the greatest thing I could get and receive and become, God can give me above that. Why not go after that? But we don't, because we're complacent, right? And the last one, self-sabotaging. Some of us will literally fight our way out of greatness. We will literally step out of it on purpose. Like, nope, too much, out of here, right? And so number one, I think the very first thing that we can do, and I put this quote too, something that just dropped in my spirit. Oftentimes we know what to do. We just don't have the discipline to do it, right? A lot of times we know exactly what to do. We are the most aware generation, period. But I think there's a different level of self-awareness that we need to have. So number one, self-awareness. But not just the self-awareness of, oh, I'm anxious. Oh, I'm a type 2. Oh, I'm the zodiac signs. I'm a Scorpio. No, like I'm talking about investing in high quality personal development. So getting to a place, sis, because this was a woman that asked this question, where you're not just watching YouTube videos, you're not just Googling, right? This level of self-awareness is going to take intention. It's going to take you being assertive and aggressive about it, which might mean you need to put your coin where your mouth is. You're saying you desire one thing, but you invest nothing financially in it. Your heart is where your treasure is. You can easily pay for Netflix. You can easily pay for a bottle at the club. How many willing to drop a couple $100 on a good meal at a good restaurant? But if somebody says, hey, it's $10 to join my weekend, my program, oh, it's $20 for my ebook. Ooh. $20 for my course. Ooh. You spend $20 on Starbucks. Message. Quickly. You spend $20 on a McDonald's meal, Chick-fil-A, any of these things, right? But we're cautious about that. Now it's a scam. Now it's is it really work? Right? So we gotta be intentional about investing in high quality personal development. This is actually paying for therapy. You got insurance, you work a job, you got it, right? You just got to pay a copay. Invest. Journaling, right? Something that is free, but it takes intention to do that every single day. Research and reading, right? So doing the things, what's it called with the your favorite thing, disc assessment, right? Paying for the test to really know how do I behave when I'm in a good mood, when I'm in a great mood, when I'm in an environment that is for me, an environment that's not, and I'm like really knowing your triggers, your personality type, right? And then lastly, obviously getting in programs where you have to do something for 6 or 8 or 12 weeks. You have to show up to these meetings. You have to do the homework, right? High quality personal envelopment that will create a higher level of self-awareness is the first step. Number 2, community, right? So many people I talk to that struggle with anything have no one. They literally only have social media. So being intentional, overcoming that fear to join the right church, right? Don't let, it's no good churches. Go on the hunt like you do a man, like you do a woman, like you do a restaurant. That's literally what I was about to say. You said after church, and we're gonna look at the reviews. We looking at everything, the pictures on Instagram. What people saying about this taco joint? Do the same thing for your joint. For your church? What are people saying about this church? Look at their YouTube for a little bit. Do the research and actually be intentional about finding a church home. Then when you get there, get in the groups. Don't be a pew warmer. Get to moving. Get to serving. Get in those small Bible studies. Number 3, which I think is so important, your diet. Research says for several decades, researchers have been exploring the mind-gut relationship, and they've discovered several connections. People with GI disorders, for example, have an increased risk of depression and anxiety. Even if you don't have digestive issues, an unhealthy gut can lower your mood. Directly connected to your mental and emotional health. What you eat. You know how much crap is in this food. If you're eating hot chips and hot dogs and pig feet and turkey butt, if you're eating all of these things, of course you're going to be in a bad mood. Turkey butt. It's probably a such thing. Somebody eating turkey booty. Turkey butt. Turkey butt is crazy, but somebody eating some animal butt, okay? Chitlins, all this nasty, terrible stuff. I don't care if you like it. It's guts. Why are you eating it? It's the intestines, right? But we consume all of these sugars, these cookies, these candies. And you ever notice after you get, maybe not for you, but if you have any emotional eating habits like I have had, when you get done eating all that, you feel like crap. Sure. Eat a bunch of fried food, you feel guilty, you feel convicted. That is the Lord saying, hey, temple of God, you're not supposed to consume that. So diet, get your food together, get your eating together. And a way that I have been able to really stay on track with my eating is I make sure everything I see has healthy eating. I'm watching girls that eat a bowl of broccoli with some steamed chickpeas and asparagus, right? So I'm falling in love with the look of it. Then I'm creating it in my own kitchen. I'm adding my own spices. I'm romanticizing healthy eating for me because that's the way I can just eat dry green beans and a dry rice with nothing on it. Like, no, I need to romanticize it. I need to have a mood going. I need to have a cute little plate. Do what you got to do to eat right. Number 4, exercise. Exercise improves mental health by reducing anxiety, depression, and negative mood by improving self-esteem and cognitive function. Exercise has also been found to alleviate symptoms such as low self-esteem and social withdrawal. Such a great benefit to making sure you move your body. What is it called that's released after you work out? Endorphins? Or is that intimacy?
No.
It's I think it's endorphins.
No, it's not.
Or is that a sex thing?
No, it's
endorphins.
I can't remember it right now. My mind is going on a freeze.
Any group of hormones. Oh, babe, that's not it. But y'all know what I'm talking about. The things that I can't think of the name of it.
It starts with a D, I believe.
Not dopamine.
No, it's not
dopamine. Is it that?
I don't know.
Y'all know what
so I'm not gonna act like I know.
It's okay, baby. The thing that is released.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to find it.
Oh gosh.
What is
she's on the hunt, y'all?
What is released
Confidence.
after a workout?
That's what's released. Confidence.
Endorphins. It is endorphins.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you get out of the gym, you might not want it to go, but you got out, you like, dang, I look good. I know every time I get done with a workout, my mind said, baby, you lost another inch. Look at you, right?
Mhm.
Oh, that booty getting bigger. Oh, those arms are getting cut.
Sure
Those
do.
thighs are getting this. Those
Yeah,
right.
they sure do.
It boosts up that self-esteem, which creates the social confidence to get around people. Okay.
Yeah.
You ever look so good, you like, I gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
I gotta do something.
Yeah.
I gotta step out somewhere, even if it's Dollar Tree. I gotta go somewhere, but that helps. And then the last one is increasing your intimacy with the Lord. This is fasting. This is praying. This is studying the Word. You know how many people are depressed, anxious, sad, and like have the lowest mental health. Literally, don't talk to God, the healer, right? The redeemer, the restorer of all things, have no relationship with the Lord.
I think it's almost like they said maybe 90% of Christians don't even read their Bible.
90% is wild.
All you doing is eating just the little appetizers that you get on Sunday.
If you go to church.
Yeah.
Because what percentage is that?
That's wild, man.
So I think overall, this is all like, we know these things, but it's actually doing it, and it's going to another level. Like I was telling the ladies of light, I can't even go. I like one time a day praying. That don't work for me no more. I'm at a place in my life, things are changing so quickly. I got to tap in with God almost every hour, where I'm just like, I actually said after every activity. So after I get done cooking dinner, it's time to get the kids. Lord, give me strength to get these kids in the bed. Right? Give me strength to be patient with them. It's time to edit. God, give me the focus, right? Tapping in, increasing that intimacy, going on that fast to seek the Lord's face on what is happening. And I just want to read this scripture just to remind us all. Matthew 7:7-8. This is the New Living Translation version. It says, keep on asking and you will receive what you ask for.
Yes.
Keep on seeking and you will find. Keep on knocking and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives. Everyone who seeks finds. And to everyone who knocks, the door will be opened. If you do not realize that all of these words have an S on the end. Ask with an S, plural. Receive, right? Knocks. S, plural. Seeks, S, plural. You can't just do it one time. You have to keep knocking. You have to keep seeking. You have to keep asking. And it says, when you do that, the door will be open. You will find, right? You don't find your keys after one time. You just look on the couch and say, well, you know what? Didn't find it.
Yeah.
Guess I won't go to church. Guess I want to go to work. No, you're going to keep looking.
Yeah.
And guess what happens when you keep looking?
No, you're going to find it.
You're going to find it. That's the same thing with whatever you're seeking from God, whether that is freedom of your mental chaos, of your anxiety, whether that is a clarity of your relationship or the next move that you're going to make. You got to keep asking. You got to keep knocking and you have to keep seeking. Yeah. And so that is my tip for today for anyone that's dealing with anxiety that has been keeping you in a cycle, not allowing you to level up in your mental, emotional, or physical place. I think if you start with just these 5 things, that is a great start, and that you will be able to see the evidence of who God is and what He said He'll do for you if you follow biblical principles.
Yeah, I totally agree. Good job, babe. That's amazing. I think that's helpful. You said it all. You said it all. Really, I was just thinking about what are some, like, because we've seen our lives leveled up. For those who have been around, who are, our real pillow talkers that's been with us for a minute, you might hear us say some things that's usual, man. But I was just telling somebody the other day that I mentor, I was telling them, like, man, you're out of school now, but you really got to go back to school. Like, you really do have to. I think
school.
Like, huh?
It's the real school.
No, this is the real school. Like, you don't have to go to college, but you need to always be seeking to get better in all areas.
Yes.
If you do not sharpen the tool, it will get dull. Okay. Yes. If you don't continue to work the muscle, it will go out. You will not have that strength in that area that you need. And so one of the best things that when I just thought about it, I'm like, man, it don't matter what area, from mental health to physical, relational, financial, anything that I've seen improvement in, I invested in. Just period.
It's a bar.
Like anything I seen improvement in, I invested in. And I really feel for people, you know, for those with a scarcity mindset, that just really cringe when they go to, like, for instance, they go to maybe, you know, somebody has a 3-day free event, and then at the end they know it's coming. They know they about to pitch their whatever their deal is, and then they start to get all like I start seeing the numbers dwindling down. Like that scarcity mindset that thinks, oh, I knew he was here for this. I knew this was about to happen. It's like, no, good. Okay, what is it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just really like, it's not worrying about what it costs. Like, how much is it really worth?
Yeah.
Like, what is the result is going to produce? And so I'm just thinking about when I learned some new things when it came to the gym, it came from me investing in this dude's program that I paid every month for. You know what I'm saying? To have like a virtual trainer. When it came to mental health, I invested into a therapist. Not to mention also invested into a program when it came to it. Financial, any of it relational, we invest into someone that's a counselor in all these different things, man. I'm telling you, that's one of the things right there that'll make you actually do something.
Yeah.
Because when you paying that trainer, oh, you gonna show up.
Yeah, that's what I was literally thinking about that. I'm like, people don't respect anything that's free.
They don't. No.
You don't respect it. But when you put money on it, and this is another thing, I didn't start getting high quality coaching, anything, until I paid for it.
It's real.
So it's just like if you get a sample at Sam's Club, you got a sample, like that's a little taste. But if I can get you to take me in the kitchen and show me how you made that, why would I take a sample? Like, yeah, it tastes good, but now I know how to make it and I can eat it every day.
Yeah.
Like it's the same type of thing. And so I honestly don't think that you will know how the weight of something is until you actually just do it. Like actually just pay for the thing and then see, oh shoot, now that I'm paying for the trainer, I actually got results. Yeah. Now that I paid for the mentor, I actually have some resources on how to handle my business, handle my whatever. Now that I actually had to pay for it, because a lot of times when things are free, people can only give you so much of their time, much of their resources. You ain't just about to pick my brain all daggone day. We got kids, we got families, we got things to take care of, right? And I wouldn't even want to do that.
No, real.
Right? Because a lot of times the questions that we're asking, it's in a book that we wrote. It's in a video we already did. It's in a conversation we already had, but we don't want to pay for an ebook. We don't want to pay for a program. We don't want to pay for a course, right? And I don't think it's until you get over that hump of, dang, it really costs to get mentored. Yes. It really costs to get coached. Yes. It really costs to go to therapy. Yes. Once you get over that, then you start talking to people that went to therapy for a year. Completely different person.
So many doors open.
It's a different caliber of a person. Yeah. When somebody's been in therapy, they paid for it for a couple years. You can tell they're not that confused like how I am. Yeah. I'm trying to Google everything and be on YouTube on everything when I can actually talk to a person. What I watch, they don't know specifically my background. Yes, I can get some gems, but it's a actual person that you talk to that can tweak. Okay, so your mama did that. So, it sounds like you might have some. Boom. Here's your homework for the week. I'm telling you, invest.
Yeah, it gives you, like I said, all the time, like mentors give you speed. That's one of our mentors says, is like mentors, like they give you speed. What it took really them, they had to go to school for 8-10 years. That's what that therapist is doing. They had to go all those years to school for it. They can give it to you in a session in 30 minutes. Yeah. You just got to pay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody with whatever other program that they had to go through and learn how to be a trainer and all that. That's what you're paying for. So you can go ahead and get those results in a quicker fashion. And so I think you hit on everything. I pray and I hope that aha moment bless whoever sent that, as well as everybody that's watching out.
This is an Iwegbu production.
Period.
Hey, thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you could do us a huge favor, please hit that like button and please subscribe.
Yes, and please do not forget to hit that notification bell. We need y'all to be locked in every single time we drop this fire content. Yes. Also, we need y'all to follow us on all social media platforms at the Iwegbus. And look, we will see y'all on the next video.